Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and what is going to be a let's talk about the rumors and drama surrounding Whatnot, mainly that's going over on Instagram. So if you're a reseller, this is a video you're probably going to really want to watch. If you're an online shopper, buyer, and you don't know much about Whatnot, I would encourage you to watch as well because we're going to be covering what is Whatnot and what is being said about Whatnot and my personal experience and opinions with Whatnot. So grab yourself a little drink. I typed up notes because I am now at the age where I could used to do these videos off the top of my head. Now I'm like, what am I sitting here for? What's going on? Also, I do want to point out that it looks like I've got roots showing, but I just covered the roots. It's the light, okay? It's the light. Anyway, let's just dive in, shall we? And my first point is, what is Whatnot? So Whatnot it's been around for about a year or so, and it is an online selling platform, just like eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, Mercari. It's an online selling platform. Think of it like the early days of eBay when everything was an auction, because most of what sells on Whatnot is also auction. There are buy it now options available too, but it's mostly a live auction site. So if you've ever been to an auction house, a local auction place where you go and you sit there and you bid, think of it like that. It's just online and it's live. So instead of putting something on eBay for like a 7-day auction, you are on Whatnot doing a live auction anywhere from 15 seconds to 5 minutes. It's your choice. Let's see, what is my next point? What sells on Whatnot? So it started about a year or so ago and it was exclusively Funkos. Where are my Funkos? Funkos. These are the small ones, but Funkos, that's all it was selling. Then they started opening up. I think they did Legos, then sneakers, vintage t-shirts, and now they have opened it up to all categories. They are doing thrifted clothing, so you have a lot of Poshmark sellers trying it out. They have, I think it's called antiques and estate sales, so vintage hard goods sellers. We can be on there. I need my notes. There's even a food category I saw. So they're really opening it up to all things. And who sells on Whatnot? So this is kind of where we're starting to get into a little bit of where the drama is. Now unlike eBay, Etsy, Poshmark, you can't just sign up for a Whatnot account. You have to apply. They manually review the applications and then you get approved. As a buyer, you can sign up. So anyone can go on there, create an account, enter in payment information, just like you would on Poshmark, Amazon. You enter your payment information, and when you win an auction, you pay straight away through that. But sellers do have to apply. The biggest issue that seems to be what I think some people are upset about Whatnot is they applied to sell and they were turned down. However, this is really important to point out. From what I'm hearing from several good sources, the reason people get turned down is because they didn't fill the application out correctly. They left things blank, including giving a picture of inventory. I just took a picture of my shelves downstairs that I have all my stuff on, and I attached that. Seems a lot of people aren't doing that. And if you leave part of the application blank, it just pushes back and you get turned down straight away. So I think some people got turned down and are upset about it. That's just what I think. But yeah, if you didn't fill the application out right, you get turned down, but we'll get to a little bit more of that in the beginning. Okay, so how do you sell on Whatnot and why is it maybe a better option than eBay, Poshmark? So, like I said, Whatnot is a live auction site. You go live, you can choose 15 seconds up to 5 minutes, whatever you want. I like 30 seconds. And you put an item up and you start the bidding and people live bid. You can start your bidding whatever you want, $1, $5, $100, doesn't matter. You start the auction, you set a time, and people are there, they're live bidding. You schedule a show time, and you load in your catalog, meaning you just enter in manually what you're gonna sell. This is another thing that not all people do, and I strongly suggest that if you're gonna sell, you create your catalog. You list what you're gonna have for sale, put at least one picture up, because on Whatnot, people can mark your show to watch it, mark individual items to be reminded when they go live, and they can pre-bid. Again, if you've ever done a live or a local auction house that maybe has online sales, they do this too. You mark it when it's about ready to go the timer's about to run out or you pre-bid your maximum bid, same thing. But when you mark it that you want to be reminded, when it goes live, you'll get a text message just straight to your phone. You can open it up, start bidding, or you can put your maximum bid in and they will bid for you. So like if you would maximum bid $20 on something, they will bid for you until if other people are bidding against you. So if the buyer starts at $1, you pre-bid 20. Well, if you're the only person bidding, then you would get the dollar. Yeah, so I do my Whatnot auctions just like I do eBay. I make sure I put all the pertinent information in the title, brand, size, color, year, whatever case may be for whatever you're selling. I try to put at least one photo, though I'm trained as an eBay seller, so I enter in more, but again, it's all on the phone. So super easy. And the other thing you can do is if you're having an auction that you're scheduling, you can also add things into a buy it now. I've got some of my sticker packs, the bigger stickers that I've put over there in the buy it now side of my auctions. And you can also run giveaways. So you preload your auction items, you can preload if you have any buy it now items, and you can preload your giveaways. So it's all in there. When you are ready for your show, again, it's very easy. And when you sign up as a seller, they have some little videos, short to the point, easy to follow, of exactly how to do it. But when you're ready to go live, you go live. I use my laptop and my phone. The phone is filming is live on the item. And then on my computer, I'm like bringing it up, putting the bid in, making it go live. So it is kind of a you need two things to do it thing. And I know it sounds overwhelming. Like I said, they have the tutorials in there. And once you're in an auction, you do a few auctions going up, easy peasy. My first sale is like, oh my God, what am I doing? Second sale, no issue. Super confident about it now. Very, very, very user friendly. And I like to do 30-second auctions. You give people too long, people start to overthink. You too short, you might miss them. I like 30 seconds, but some people are doing 15 seconds. How do buyers pay? So in order to buy on Whatnot, you have to create an account. And this is not to sell, just to buy. There are two different links. Sign up to buy, sign up to sell, two different links. When you sign up as a buyer, you create an account just like you would an account on Amazon, on eBay, on Etsy, on Poshmark. If you're bidding on items or you use the buy it now option, when you win an auction or you click on the buy it now, you have purchased it, and Whatnot will track it throughout a sale. So let's say you are on a live auction watching someone show, and over the course of that show, you buy 3 items from them. As soon as the show is over, Whatnot sends the shipping labels and the packing slips to the seller. Now, as a seller, you can go in and you can adjust shipping weights. That's a whole other thing. But anyway, but you've paid, you're done. You bought it, you bid on it, you buy it now, you bought it, you paid, you're done. The seller gets the label, slaps your order together, ships it off to you. That's it. So just like you go onto Amazon and you click buy it now and you buy it and you pay, same thing. There's no waiting for combined invoices, none of that. What you do as a seller is when you're entering your items and you are putting in the shipping weight. Now, again, if you are an experienced seller, you are used to doing this, especially with eBay. Maybe not so much with Poshmark, but especially with eBay, you want to get that shipping weight in. On Whatnot, all packages ship first class or priority. No parcel, no flat rate priority. So it's either going to be less than £1 first class, over £1 priority. And again, if you're an eBay seller, you know how to get those different weights in. So you load your weights in before, after a sale, you can go in and adjust if maybe it kind of overcharged based on the weights because you're putting in the weight of the item when it ships. So in the box. So if somebody buys obviously 2 or more items, the weight might end up actually being a little less on your end. But again, it's very easy as a seller to go in and fix that. And they have the little tutorial videos that show you how to do it. But if you're an eBay seller, you're already going to know, you know about the combining shipping, right? And you enter in a payment form. You can enter in your credit card, your bank. I have PayPal because I still, use PayPal for years with eBay. And so I still have PayPal, which just connects to one of my credit cards. So I still have PayPal up there. And as a seller, when you get paid is 48 hours after the package is delivered, they will release your money for each item. So like my first auction, I think I had 25 individual orders. Some people bought multiples. So of the 40 things I auctioned off, I ended up with 25 packages that I had to do. So as people get their packages, let's say somebody got their package today, they had ordered 3 items. The 3 different items they do individually to release the money. So let's say they got something for $2, $3, $4. So now suddenly I've got $2, $3, $4 minus the fees. Release it to you. So right now I've got a lot of money pending because the people have to get their order and for whatnot to reconcile all that. So I would say, within a week of you shipping, you're going to get your money because we all know the mail is very slow right now. So yeah, 48 hours after a buyer's package is delivered, you will get paid. And how you withdraw that is you can withdraw it into a bank account or you can have it sent to PayPal. You will get tax forms from them, which I'm very happy about. I asked them about this in the onboarding session. We'll talk about onboarding. Do they collect and remit sales tax for the states? Because 46 states, I believe it is now, require that when you sell something to someone, wherever it's shipping to, you collect tax for it. Obviously, we don't do that as resellers. eBay does it for us, Amazon does it for us, Etsy does it for us, Poshmark does it for us, and Whatnot does it for us. So there's no worrying about if you're skirting the laws, which let's be face it, a lot of people are skirting the laws. They're not collecting sales tax on the stuff they're shipping. But that's another story. But they do it, and then at the end of the year, they send a 1099 form if they paid to your bank account. If they sent it to PayPal, PayPal will send you the 1099 form. So either or. Like I said, I have PayPal. I really should probably change it to my bank account since I get other payments from PayPal. But yeah, you'll get that 1099 form. Let's see. What are the fees? So Whatnot fees are around 11%. There are no listing fees. So when you load up a catalog for a sale, there are no fees to list it. There are no fees for auctions or for buy it nows. No fees, only fees when it sells. And it's about 11% when you consider the fee they have for them and then whatever payment processing they're using. And you only pay the fees when you sell an item, no listing fees. So how does shipping work? Whatnot has a deal with Shippo to get really good deals on shipping. When you list an item, like I said, you enter in the shipping weight, what it's going to be when it ships. Buyer purchases 2 or more items, Whatnot automatically combines your weights and adjusts to give you the correct label. Again, either first class or priority, no parcel, no flat rate. You can, let's see, after the completion of a sale, they immediately load the packing slips and shipping labels into your seller dashboard like that. They're there. Again, you can go in and adjust any shipping weights. If, again, somebody bought multiples, I always double check, weigh it again, make sure if it can go down a bit. And once you download them and select that the shipping is complete, then the charges all adjust and go out, and that's it. You wait for the person to get the item and then you get paid. Again, buyers do not have to wait for an invoice. There's no, what's the combined shipping going to be? As you're bidding on things in someone's auction, there's where you bid, and there's also a thing that says shipping and tax. You can click on that and it'll show you what the price is. So let's say you're in a sale and you see an item you want, you click on that and it says, this item's going to cost $8 to ship. Okay. And you get that item, so you've now purchased that item and $8 shipping. You see something else you want to buy. You click on that, shipping and tax again. You will see the shipping will adjust because Whatnot is automatically combining the weights as it go. So it might say something like, this item is only going to cost you another $1 to add to what you've already bought. So you paid $8 shipping the first item. Maybe the second item's a little smaller, so that's only $1 because they're combining the shipping. So you can keep track as you're going. So the more you buy, the better deal you're going to get on the shipping, which again is great. It's a better deal than people can give you on eBay when you combine shipping because they have that deal with Shippo. And it's a better deal on Poshmark because Poshmark only goes up to 5 pounds. So if you're selling a lot of, clothes, people buy bundles, it's going to be over 5. You can get it in a priority box. It's going to be a better deal than if you had to adjust your Poshmark shipping. Okay, let's see. So what are people complaining about? On Instagram, there is a lot of posts and chatter. People seem really ticked off about Whatnot. No one who's selling on Whatnot. But people seem ticked off. Like I talked about before, the rejection of applications, I think, is making some people salty, which I would be too. If I applied and I got rejected, I'd be upset. However, like I also said, it appears the reason that people have gotten rejected is because they didn't fill out the application correctly. They didn't complete every field in it. And if you left something out, it's just going to, I think, push back and say, sorry, no. It might not tell you what you did wrong. Somebody said they got rejected because they didn't have a big enough social media following, but I suspect that maybe they didn't link all the social media right and it just shot back. So not filling out the application is going to result in you not getting accepted, and I think that's a big problem. Now, let me see. I'll get down here to more about another link I have that maybe you could reapply. We'll talk about that in a minute. So the other big thing that you're seeing on Poshmark is references to people being paid to promote the site. Whatnot has 2 referral affiliate programs. When you are a Poshmark seller, or you have a Poshmark account for anything, they have that 10, give 10, get 10. You send somebody your Poshmark link. If they sign up with a Poshmark account to buy or sell, whatever, they get $10 in credit to spend on Poshmark. You get $10 credit, right? Whatnot has the exact same referral program. Give 10, get 10. Give people the link to sign up to shop on Whatnot. They get $10 in credit to spend on the site. When they spend that $10, you get $10 credit. It's credit. It is a referral credit. Now, they also have an affiliate link for sellers. Once you are approved as a seller, you then have a second link. You've still got the $10 link to give to people to shop, but you now have a new affiliate link to refer sellers. The affiliate link is a $200 cash bonus. However, you have to give a seller the link, they have to apply, they have to be accepted, and they have to have a show. Only if they do that would you get the $200 cash bonus. So it's not click a link, get $200, because if it would, I would be linking that link everywhere. If I could get people to click a link and get $200, heck yeah, you would too. I'd be running through the neighborhood screaming, click my link for $200. No, refer them, they apply, get approved, and they have to have a sale to get that bonus. And let's be honest, a lot of people might sign up, they don't get approved because they didn't fill out the application correctly, or they get approved and they never get around to having a sale. You only get the money if they end up having the sale. So you got the $10 referral, the $200 affiliate. Both of mine will be linked below. The $10 shopping credit and then the $200 for me affiliate link. If you applied already and you got rejected and you think, oops, I might have filled that application out wrong, you can try my seller link. It's a different link than when you go on independently. I do not know if it would work differently, but it's a different link to recommend sellers, and you may be able to try applying again. Maybe use a different email than what you used the first time. But if you want to apply again, you can try that link. I do not know if it will work if you got, rejected the first time, but it might because it's a different link. So that is below. So that nobody's just being handed thousands of dollars to promote the site. It's either that referral credit or affiliate link. that seems to be a big drama because you've got people who are like, people are being paid. And again, I think it's the people who didn't get on who maybe are upset by that. I don't know. That's just speculation. Okay, so we've gotten through the links. The other thing that you see people post on Instagram is that Whatnot is an MLM. It's like LuLaRoe. It's a pyramid scheme. This came about, I think, and I even made a joke about it. Whatnot, when you apply to be a seller, you've got your application through. And then there is a live Zoom call that you go to, like an orientation. You have to go through, they verify your identity, and they go through everything about Whatnot. They call that session onboarding. Now, if you know anything about LuLaRoe, they call their orientation session onboarding. When people were signing up for LuLaRoe and there were so many people, they would get put into a queue, right? Because they had to wait for an opening. Once they got that notification that they were in, it was called onboarding. Now you're in and you go through the process to get in and onboard to LuLaRoe. Whatnot calls this their session onboarding. It's the same word, and people are using that connection and saying, oh, it's LuLaRoe because they're onboarding. No, it's just what they call their orientation session to go through everything to verify your identity, and then you can sell on the site. You don't sell for Whatnot. You don't sell their products. You don't order products from them to sell. You're selling your own stuff. It's just a site, and the two things are called onboarding. But that is another, like, it is rampant on Instagram, calling it a pyramid scheme and an MLM. And it is not. Just like when you pay seller fees on eBay and you pay seller fees on Poshmark, you pay the seller fee on Whatnot, and that's what funds the site and hires the employees to work at the company. But you don't work for eBay. You don't work for Poshmark. You're utilizing their site and pay them fees to cover the site. Does that make sense? I can't believe the things people are saying on Instagram. It's crazy. Okay, next thing I see a lot of is that things sell on Whatnot for way below market value. And this can absolutely be true. When you put something up at auction, whether it's Whatnot, whether it's eBay, whether it's a local auction house, typically things at auction sell for less money than if you put them up at a buy it now price. That is what auctions are, which is why when you start an auction anywhere, you want to start it for the minimum price you'd be happy with. If you don't want to sell it for $1, don't start your auction for $1. If you want at least $10 for something, you start your auction at $10. So same thing. Let's see. The flip side to this, not making as much money maybe, is that it's faster. So let's say you go out and you buy something for $1 and you put it up at auction on Whatnot and it sells for 10. Okay, you bought it, you listed it, you shipped it within 2 days if you're quick, even a day actually. Buy it in the morning, sell it in the afternoon, ship it at night, right? It's that quick turnaround. That is called the fast nickel. Yeah, fast nickel slow down. That's your fast nickel. You sold it quick. But if you had listed it on eBay, it would have sold for $20. You would have had to go through the listing process, taking all the photos, writing the description, filling out eBay's ever increasing list of fields that they want you to fill out, store it, answer customer questions, and then dig it out to ship. And let's say that that was going to take 3 months, okay? Sell it for $10 in a matter of a day or two. Sell it for $20 in 3 months. Neither is wrong. It's whatever you want to do. And if you are someone who is full-time and you're buying in bulk, you buy at the bins, you have access to a large chunk of inventory at a much lower price, or you've got a lot to liquidate, then Whatnot can be great because you can get it out. I know for me, I will get in things when I was full-time and I did liquidation and I get the good, stuff. I like really, okay, I'm going to put this up for like $50, $100. But then you have all this other stuff that I'm like, oh, do I really want to list that? Do I want to go to all the time and effort to list it and wait and store it? Those smaller items are great for putting up on Whatnot, especially like with clothing, like belts or, small bags or whatever that you don't really want to list. Put it up on Whatnot, auction it off. You have a sale. People might buy 5, 6, 7 things from you in one sale and you get it out of there. So fast nickel, slow dime. I always want to say fast dime, slow nickel. Fast nickel, slow dime. whichever one you want. And you can do both. Maybe you save your higher end items. I've heard people say if it's $50 or more, I'm going to put it on Poshmark, but if it's less, I'll put it on Whatnot, because they are bin shoppers and they get things super cheap. Okay, let's see. Yeah, about listing it faster. So like I said, when you're on eBay, all the pictures, all the descriptions, Whatnot, I write a simple title, making sure I cover all the main points, one picture, and it's up, done. And when the auction is live, it's live and the person bought it. There's no like, well, I don't know. Can you show like this, that, or the other? Well, I don't know if it'll, it's an auction, it's done. No mannequins, no light boxes, no storing things, no customer questions for months on end. Like I said, if you could source, sell, and ship in one day, although I would not recommend doing that, give yourself a little time. But yeah, so much faster. The other thing I hear people say is they don't want to be on camera, which I understand. I mean, I do YouTube, so it doesn't bother me, but I'm also not running my auctions on camera. I have the camera faced the other way, and I've got my tripod up, and I just show the item in front of the camera, so just my hands are on camera. Now, of course, I'm used to YouTube, so it doesn't bother me being on camera or talking on camera, but some people are like, oh, I don't want to be on camera, and that's not really a thing. I mean, that's just something you have to kind of work out for yourself, but you don't have to be on camera. Even for clothing, you could put the camera up, and I saw Savannah, Street Savvy, she was having a sale, and her husband was helping her, and he just like put the clothes up, and you just kind of saw his hand, and he had it on a hanger and showed the camera, and that was it. So you could put it on a hook on the wall and just hang it up. You don't have to be modeling in front of the camera if you don't want to. The other thing you hear about Whatnot, people will call it a scam. And it seems like the reason they call it a scam is because there's people on the site that they don't like and they think are scammers. Now, we all know that there was someone who was kicked off eBay recently, and that person is now selling on Whatnot. So they're like, well, that person got kicked off eBay. Now they're on Whatnot. The whole thing is a scam. Two different sites, two different situations. It's not a scam. You auction things off. People pay. If you pay with credit card, it's backed by the FDIC. I mean, I don't know what else. Or FIDC. Yeah. Federal, whatever. It's backed by the government. The other thing, Whatnot's a fad and it won't last, because Clubhouse was a fad and it didn't last. Or people who were in Snapchat and it didn't last. First of all, those aren't selling sites. Nobody was buying anything on Clubhouse or Snapchat. This is a selling site. But you know what? Maybe it is a fad. Right now, it seems really hot. A year from now, maybe it's completely gone away. Both eBay and Etsy have announced that they're going to be testing live sales. Maybe Poshmark will get in on it. If they come out with a more competitive format than Whatnot to do live sales, maybe it will. Maybe it will just completely go away. The other side is maybe it won't. Maybe it will completely blow up and grow. And right now, a lot of resellers are on it. But as more and more buyers find out about it and gets more shoppers, maybe it takes off. And maybe if you don't get on there now thinking it's not going to do anything, when it does, you're going to be kicking yourself because you kind of are late to the party. I didn't want to do it when I started either. I'm like, I don't need to do this. Why bother? Then Misty, I was chatting with her about it, and she signed up and she started doing sales. Again, likely selling things for a little less than she would if she sold it on YouTube or eBay, but wanting to build up her platform there. And I was like, well, it's silly for me not to at least apply. I applied, I got in and went through. And again, I applied, they approved me. And one moment, please. It's so annoying when I'm filming a video and someone dares call me, and it's not even someone, it's some robocall. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, it being a fad, and I didn't want to do it. I get accepted and they're like, great, schedule your onboarding. I was like, a Zoom call? I don't want to do that. So I dragged my feet. So it was like a month after I applied that I finally did the onboarding, not LuLaRoe onboarding, but just the verification session, which is like a 30 to 40 minute Zoom-like call. You don't have to show your face in the group. They want to see your face because they're verifying your identity, but you mute your mic and turn the camera off after they've done that, and you just listen. You can ask questions. I did ask the sales text question because that was the most important thing, but that's it. Super easy. Okay, next thing is that people think, well, you need a big social media following to sell on Whatnot because you need people to go over there. Now, right now, Whatnot is very much full of sellers over buyers, but sellers buy. So yes, it is helpful to have a social media following of some sort. I do not have a big social media following. I don't know how many subscribers on this channel, 27. My videos get very low views anymore. I lost my main Instagram account. It got hacked. I got locked out. So I'm starting over on Instagram, like 1,000 followers there. 3,000, I think, not even that, on my Facebook page. I don't have a big following of people who are going to go over to Whatnot and buy what I'm selling. But I've still been I've still been getting views, yes, from people who follow me, but also from people who don't. Whatnot, like any other business, you need to do what you need to do to attract shoppers. So filling out the title of your items, taking a picture really, really helps get people, because again, people can get that reminder when it goes live, and they can also pre-bid. So having your catalog loaded, using all the keywords. They also have a stories feature, and so I've been doing those, just running a little video. That's been helping to bring in new people, making sure I'm listing the items in the correct category. That's been helping. It's just like any other business. You can't expect your friends and family and followers on social media to fund your business. Sure, they're going to be some of your customers, but like most of you know, I have an Etsy sticker shop now, and some people who follow me on social media have purchased from my sticker shop, right? But I would say in this world, there are probably like 2,000 people who know I have an Etsy sticker shop. 99% of them have not bought stickers from me and will not, because they're not buying stickers. I have to do the work to attract new customers, utilizing social media, using Etsy ads, making sure my listings are keywords and photos and all the things that when you sell online, you know you need to do to attract buyers. Same with eBay. When people shop on eBay, they go to eBay and they search for what they want, and if your listing's there, then they'll look at it. Most people aren't following specific sellers on eBay. There are some, sure, but most aren't. Most just go and search for what they want. Now, Melissa, Fresh Blooming Clothing, she has a very loyal base who buy her jewelry that she lists. So she's someone who's cultivated an audience. She has a specific, item she sells mostly, but like for me, I just, whatever. So you got to do the work to get people on there. So yeah, there's the feeling that if you have a big following, you're going to get big business. And yes, some of the Poshmark sellers that have that big following are getting a lot of eyes on their sales and getting bids. And let's face it, right now, it's a lot of resellers buying stuff for themselves or to resell, and that's fine. You're there to sell it. Who cares what they do with it? But I think a lot of people are buying just as much as they're selling. And the sales are fun. Like you go in there, you chat, and they're just a fun thing to do. So if you're able to move some inventory, why not? And it's in the growth stage. It's in the beginning stages. So better to get in there now and build an audience, not just on social media, but on the site itself, and have that audience build over time. Like I said, I use the Whatnot features. I follow other sellers. I use the story feature, and I treat my listings like I treat them on eBay, and there are new buyers coming every day. So that's everything I wrote down. Is it a scam? No. Is it an MLM? No. People salty because they didn't get accepted? Maybe. Try refilling the application out with my link if you want to. It is my affiliate link. You can also sign up to get the $10 credit as a buyer. That link is below too. If you are a full-time reseller, I would consider at least going through the application process and getting approved as a seller. Because if it blows up, you don't want to be left behind. If this is your full-time business and you need this money to pay bills, you don't want to sleep on an opportunity that is presenting itself. So at least try, at least apply and get your account going. So it's there if you feel like you are, you do want to step in and try it. And if you have gotten approved, but you're still kind of iffy, do a small sale. Do a 10-item sale and tell everybody people you're friends with on social media who are maybe over there, or, they've created a buyer account, and just do a small sale to test the waters. That first sale can be very hectic. But you don't have to do, just because other people do, 200 item sales doesn't mean you have to. So at least try if it's full time for you, because I'd really hate to see for people be left behind on something that could really end up being big, or it could fizzle out. Who knows? But that is everything I think that I've seen and heard. If you have specific questions about Whatnot, I can do a Q&A as well. So you can leave your questions below. And yeah, I hope that helps clear up some of the things. I now need to go and get a new frozen Coke. This one's empty and I have laundry and I just spilled on myself. So thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.